Hi, I'm DMAC, and this is MyMail, a protocol to bring email to the permaweb. What happens if I lose access to my email? If you're anything like me, you've had a Gmail account from as far back as you can remember. When I checked mine, I had almost 200,000 messages going back 14 years. If I lost access to my Gmail, I would lose a lot of information. It's incredible just how much of our lives get recorded in our email. Photos of your kid's first birthday sent by your grandma, who still does that on email, client invoices, teammate deliverables, product keys, passwords, hopefully not. Just think about all the apps and websites where you've given your email address as your password recovery option. It's a lot. And it turns out it's not even that uncommon to lose access to your Google account. It happens all the time for a variety of reasons. And the scary part is, Google doesn't offer support for personalized email because it's a free service. So if you get locked out, that's it. So this seems like very anti-user behavior. And the question is this inevitable? Is it because email must be this way? No. It's designed this way because centralized email services have a profit motive. In order for Google to offer free email service, it has to extract value from its users in other ways. And one of the ways it does that is by tracking your behavior across the web and on mobile devices and selling it to advertisers on a real-time ad marketplace. And so this isn't great. So let's look at the components of centralized email. You have a DNS record, a domain name, and generally this is branded with the company's brand, and you get no choice about having half of your email address be a billboard for the company. Then you have your inbox service, which allows you to send and receive emails. And when you sign up for an account there, you provide a username and password to access your email. What you don't realize there is that you're actually creating an identity, a Google sign-in, that then gets used across a whole host of services and different websites on the web. So before you know it, you're signed up for G Drive, you've got a YouTube account, you've got calendars, you've got contacts, you've got Gmail, and all of that data is all being stored on Google servers. And this is the part that just doesn't make sense to me. Google owns your identity, which means they can revoke it, suspend it, ban it, lock it out for any reason at any time. And that's something we gotta fix. So how do we do it? The first thing we need to do is we need to break apart the components of a centralized service and make it profitable for them to offer or operate on your behalf. And then more importantly, we need to actually give you back control of your identity and make sure that you can never lose access to your data. So the first thing we do there with your data is we encrypt it and we store it permanently on the Arweave network. Then, instead of your email address being your identity, we give you a pair of cryptographic keys. Those are yours to own, to hold. Nobody can revoke them, cancel them, suspend them, block them, and they give you access to your data in perpetuity. Next, for inbox service, for sending and receiving emails, the MyMail Protocol introduces the concept of email gateways. Email gateways are servers which translate emails back and forth between the internet and Arweave. And anyone can operate one. Operators are incentivized to run one of these gateways because they receive small transaction fees every time they process an email on your behalf. And instead of a single company branded domain, the MyMail protocol supports multiple domains owned by community members who are staked in the MyMail profit sharing community. So we've developed a proof of concept app that I'm going to demo here in a moment. But we hope it's just the first of many apps. MyMail is an open protocol, and so that means existing messaging experiences on Arweave can easily add email into their experience. And because MyMail is an open protocol for messaging, email is just the first of many applications. Being able to send messages between wallet addresses on Arweave is an obvious use. And we've been delighted that wallet devs have reached out to us and said, hey, we'd like to implement MyMail into our wallet applications. Not only that, there's a whole number of social networking projects that are being built on Arweave right now. And you can imagine getting a DM on from another user on social media and then seeing that DM appear in your wallet and in your inbox if you so choose. And so these are the types of synergies that are possible with an open protocol and on-chain messaging. So let's take a look at the demo. So right off the bat, you sign in with your keys, and here there's no email yet. We're just looking at our on-chain messages that are stored permanently on Arweave. But where it gets interesting is when we sign into the gateway. So I already have an account, admin at pixelsamurai.com, and right away you see when I sign in, my inbox is populated with all of these emails that are on the gateway, as well as my existing on-chain messages. And these aren't just text emails, these are properly HTML formatted emails. So let's try to send an email through the gateway. So we're gonna send an email. The best way to demo this is actually to send it to my Gmail account, ironically. So let's send that mail, message sent, hop over to my Gmail and see if we can see that thing come in. It's already here, admin. So let's reply and keep the conversation going. Sweet, what's it about? So when messages come in at the gateway, you have 90 days to decide what to do with them. You can either save them permanently to Arweave or let them expire, because not all emails are worthy of being saved forever. All right, here's our reply. Sweet, what's it about? From me at my Gmail, and there it is, goes down to previously seen, just like you would expect. So that's email on Arweave, supported by MyMail Protocol. So in review, MyMail Protocol. You own your data permanently. There's no revoking it or canceling it in any way. One of the interesting side effects of having email gateways is that you can change your email address at any time. If you were Naruto Ninja 69 when you were 12, you're not obligated to have that email on your resume when you're 25. We can change it because, remember, your identity is your cryptographic key. It's not your email address. So there's no tracking. Yeah, no one's incentivized to sell your information to advertisers. And you can switch mail apps at any time, and your messages will be instantly available in the other app. This is one of the superpowers of the permaweb. Because applications deployed to the permaweb exist forever, and because your identity, your data, your messages are associated with your identity, when you change apps, say someone was to come along and make a superhuman style experience on the permaweb, and you're like, hey, I want that inbox. You sign in with your keys, and poof, all of your emails are instantly there in that experience waiting for you. It destroys lock-in. And so yeah, you pay tiny amounts to store an email, and of course, centralized email services are free. So we've had to overcome a number of technical hurdles to get here. You don't see many email projects, especially on blockchains, but we're really proud of the proof of concept that we've been able to demo. Our goal was to get to early adopter launch, where we have about 25 or 30 passionate users who will give us feedback and help work with us to refine the solution. And we're happy to announce that we're completely oversubscribed for that. There's been a lot of interest from the community. We have more than enough people volunteering to help out, which is fantastic. The next chance to get a look at try it out for yourself will probably be our beta launch. And the best way to hear about that is to follow us on Twitter at MyMail Protocol. So if you are interested in MyMail Protocol, if you're excited about the opportunities it represents, I've glossed over a lot in this presentation. If you want to talk in more detail about it, I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, just reach out, message me at MyMail Protocol on Twitter. Thank you very much.